myself, you know what I mean? Self-assessments, if you know what I mean. Jelly bean. Anyways, my cat Bella's back there. She loves the, what are they called? Okay, so they come in a tub, and they're like little, like sticks of like puree. I don't know exactly what you'd call them, or the brand name or whatever, but she loves those. She's almost out of them, so I'm gonna have to get her some soon. But everything is so expensive in stores now, it's crazy. And it's without saying, you know what I mean? Not even stuff in stores, kind of like almost everything all around is getting more expensive, but lower quality, if you know what I mean. This microphone's recording because I don't have my headphones on right now, and yeah, I don't know, something with headphones, I don't really mess with them as much. Like, I can't wear them for too long. I can wear earphones for longer than headphones, but I might have to invest in some earbuds for connecting this, cause yeah. But yeah, so I feel like things have been getting more expensive, but the quality's been going down. Something that I can kind of, refer to that maybe all of us can get would be fast food, right? So we used to have bigger portions on things, or the quality of meats or vegetables, even Taco Bell, McDonald's, all that stuff, right? Things that we used to consider as a cheap alternative to go eat out. Maybe not a sit-down restaurant, but more of like a treat, right? To treat ourselves. She's gonna jump in 3, 2, 1. Yep, I know it. All right, baby, I'm gonna put you down for now. She's so cute. But things that we consider, quick treat, quick snack, something simple, fast food, is now becoming expensive food. And you can't even say it's keeping up with our hourly wages or what we make at our jobs, because it really isn't, especially in like the state I'm in or surrounding states that I'm in. It is not keeping up. And I'm not talking about like these states where they're giving like $7, $8 an hour, it's $14 an hour. I'm talking states where they're giving $16 an hour, up to $18 an hour minimum. We still can't afford anything. We come home to an empty fridge. We come home to we want to do nothing. Even going out, everything is money. Of course, it's gonna cost you money, but it's just like expensive 3 to 4 times as much as a few years back. Even a year, 2 years ago. You know what I mean? But I believe that. Well, let me retrace. I believe that I've taught myself how to have fun without spending a lot of money, if not at all any money. And let's see, the first thing would probably be this is gonna be kind of crazy, right? But who enjoys cleaning? I know no one does, but cleaning, like just dusting off things, or just doing things around the house that kind of keep me busy. There's always something to do right in the house, especially if you have pets or people coming in and out. Just like deep cleaning some things, like the restroom, my closet. I play guitar, so I clean that. Also, I have a hobby. I love taking videos, taking pictures with my camera, recording videos and stuff like that. Yeah, you have to buy equipment and all that stuff, but it's not something to where you don't get charged for playing your guitar or cleaning certain things. You know what I mean? Like, and it's something you can do at home. You blast some music, turn on a movie, whatever it might be. Hear a podcast, hear some of my videos. That's something that I like to do while I'm at home. I love to draw too, so I just get my notepad out and watch a movie while I draw. Make a home cooked meal, something like that. Stuff that doesn't require me to go out and not only spend the most amount of money ever, but actually enjoy it. And I'm at home. I don't have to worry about traffic and potentially getting hit in this college area that I live in, or people in general, or road conditions, whatever it might be. I don't have to worry about that because I'm doing everything at home. That's kind of a plus side of me, doing stuff at home. But that's just me. If you enjoy and you have the means to go out and do stuff, by all means, go ahead and do it. You know, it's your life, it's your money. Now, let's say if I did have money and, you know, to splurge like that every day, I definitely go eat out more. You know, some Chipotle, I don't really like Starbucks, but like some Jamba Juice or something crazy like that. You know, would be something I'd do. Do some Dave and Buster arcade games would be cool. I don't know, just shopping for new tech. Best Buy or something, and splurging on video games. Other thing, I did not forget to mention that I like playing video games because I actually don't. You can argue the fact is because I'm not good at them, which is technically true, but I just don't have enough time for them, or like engagement, or interest in it. You know what I mean? For an example, right? I'd say I'm pretty good at Fortnite, right? And I got good at Fortnite, not to the level where I was like freaking cracked and just, you know, can be the best builder ever there. But I was pretty good at Fortnite for a while, right? And there was a point to where I was like not getting, you know, first place every single time, but I was beating 90% of the people in there, even on ranked. And I just, you know, I just got bored of it. And that's pretty much how I'd explain it. I just got bored of it, and I just didn't do it as much. So that's pretty much why I don't play video games as much. I kind of replace it with making videos, or making music, which is something I like doing. I used to do it more when I would live with my sister, but like I've mentioned before, we're kind of far away, so we can't do that as much. But yeah, I've tried to let's see what else I've tried to do. Board game. I can't do board games. Let's see, I've tried. I love working on my car, that's another thing. Making food. So I used to cook in a lot of restaurants before. And I'm just not talking about like, you know, fast food restaurants or your typical Mexican restaurant. I don't think I've ever worked in a Mexican restaurant, but I used to work in a place called Yard House. If you know Yard House, you know gamer, you know ball. So Yard House is pretty cool because they have everything from pizzas to Mexican food to Italian to American, all sorts of drinks, desserts, right? So we had about 15 stations in the restaurant, and usually in a restaurant you have about 3 to 4 stations, but in our restaurant we had about 15 stations. And in those 15 stations, you usually have about 1 to 2 people manning those stations, right? So we had in total about 25 to 30 chefs and sous chefs in our stations, right? And I started out on the flat top, right? And that's usually where you start out because it's pretty easy. Usually start out on fry. And well, if you want to get technical, usually you do, you know, you prepare in the mornings. You prepare the food for the fry cooks and other people, you know, kind of bagging food and stuff like that for the stations. But anyways, so usually you start on fry and then you move up, you know, stations. So I started on flat top because I already knew fry. That's the easiest probably station there. But what's my point? Oh yeah, I like cooking. Anyways, so I started there on the flat top, and I learned how to do all sorts of tacos. And I'm not just not talking carne asada tacos and pollo tacos and res tacos, beef tacos. I'm talking about Asian tacos and like American tacos and Korean tacos. You know, Mexican tacos. Like I'm talking all sorts of stuff, right? So I learned how to do all that, and from that I made friends from the other stations, and they would teach me how to, you know, how they did their stuff, and you know, the saute guy taught me how to do so many, like Alfredos, Chipotle Alfredos, chicken Alfredos, Asian cuisine, different types of Italian pastas. It's just good, right? So that's something I kind of take from restaurants that I've worked at and kind of like I try to recreate it at home in a way. So that's what I've been doing, just to keep me busy and just learning new recipes. And I have a sweet tooth, so I love desserts and anything that has to do with ice cream, especially. And that I've learned from working at different restaurants that like specialize also in desserts and different kinds of desserts. So that's kind of stuff that I do at home if I'm broke. But yeah, I play with my cat. She's a cutie. You guys saw her earlier. But yeah, so